Cloud cover was in the way for much of the day. However, it cleared out just in time in the afternoon to provide a little extra warmth before sunset. You can see currently on our WREX camera some departing clouds, a little bit of the sunset as we're just a few minutes away from that. 64 right now, got up to 68 this afternoon, but not to 70, and that is the first time this month that Rockford has managed to stay in the 60s, which is a lot more average for this time of year. It's been an awfully warm fall. That is definitely a trend that we're seeing with climate change, but we're finally back down to fall conditions for at least a day as we have a quiet night ahead. You can see mild weather in the upper to lower 60s with mainly cloudy conditions over the next few hours. Still a very warm night ahead, 57 for the low. Usually we're about 10 degrees colder than that, so even though we had a cooler day, still looking at that mild air in play for at least another 24 hours before we get into consistent fall weather later this week. That's coming after the next weather system, which is producing plenty of interesting weather across much of the central portions of the nation, seeing some thunderstorms as well as, yes, some snowfall into Wyoming, Montana, and the Rockies of Colorado. There are numerous winter storm warnings and advisories, plus some freeze warnings, high wind warnings associated with that. Out ahead of the snowy conditions, severe storms across sections of Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Texas. We will continue to see all of that wild weather stay to our west tonight, but as that weather system approaches tomorrow, showers and storms possible out ahead of it. And then there is a low risk for severe weather into tomorrow evening, a 1 out of 5 on the scale, so that is lower than yesterday, but we'll have to keep an eye out for isolated severe storms, mainly in the afternoon to evening hours of tomorrow if conditions line up right. Here's future track. We're starting off at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Showers and thunderstorms approaching the state line should be into the area right around noon. As you can see, this line of activity comes through weaker, so we're not expecting severe weather early in the day, but depending on how long all of this lingers around, similar to what we saw on Monday, that could set the stage for severe weather. If it clears out in time, the atmosphere charges back up again. If we see these showers linger, may not see much for severe weather. Here we are later in the afternoon, second line of activity approaching. As you can see, future track not too impressed because of the cloudy conditions, so we will still get some showers and storms, but not likely to be severe. However, again, if we clear out in the afternoon, that could charge things up for that second round of storms. So 2 rounds tomorrow, 1 in the morning, that would likely not severe, but we may get some storms and some heavy downpours. And then another chance for storms in the evening. We may get those. May not get the severe weather, though, depending on what goes on early in the day. So plan on rain twice, just may not see the severe weather necessarily the whole day. 70 for a high temperature, could be one of the last milder days that we see in a while. You can see in our forecast, we're back into the 60s Thursday, and then look to stay there all throughout the rest of this week and into next week. Some sunshine ahead on Saturday, and it may only get up to 60 degrees. So that's really some fall territory. In your most accurate 10-day forecast, could be even cooler from there into next week. Looking at the 50s is a possibility late next week, Brittany.
Alex, thanks for that.